Welcome to the Unsettled Archive. If you enjoy curious knowledge and unusual subjects, then this quiz is for you. This week's quiz: how well do you know famous serial killers? Part 1. Let's see what you know. Which serial killer was known as the Night Stalker? Richard Ramirez. Which infamous Los Angeles hotel is linked to Richard Ramirez? The Cecil Hotel. Which serial killer used poison rather than physical violence? H. Holmes. Who is known as the BTK killer? Dennis Rader. What does BTK stand for? Bind, torture, kill. Which killer was active primarily in Milwaukee, Wisconsin? Jeffrey Dahmer. Which serial killer fed victims to pigs on his farm? Robert Pickton. In which country did Robert Pickton commit his crimes? Canada. Which serial killer appeared as a contestant on the TV show The Dating Game in 1978? Rodney Alcala. What profession or hobby did Alcala use to gain victims' trust? Photography. Which serial killer operated during the World's Fair of the 1890s? H. Holmes. Which serial killer was a boarding house landlady whose victims were found buried on her property? Dorothea Puente. Which serial killer is most infamous for disturbing acts involving human skin taken from corpses, rather than a high number of murders? Ed Gein. Which serial killer primarily targeted gay men, a factor that contributed to his crimes going undetected for years? Herb Baumeister. Which serial killer was a trusted family doctor in the UK? Harold Shipman. Which serial killers targeted victims through personal ads? Lonely Hearts Killers. Which serial killer later assisted law enforcement in understanding criminal behavior? Edmund Kemper. Which married couple committed murders within their own home in England? Fred and Rose West. What eerie coincidence linked victims in the Alphabet murders? Matching initials. What nickname did the media give Charles Cullen? Dr. Death. Which serial killer's case most challenged the public belief that serial murder is exclusively a male phenomenon? Eileen. Which serial killer was named after a major U.S. highway? The I-65 killer. Which killer buried murder kits across multiple U.S. states for further crimes? Israel Keyes. Which serial killer operated a murder hotel during the 1890s? H.H. Holmes. Which killer posed victims after death and photographed them? Dennis Rader. How did you do? Let us know in the comments below. And remember, for more curated curiosities, you know where to find them, right here on the Unsettled Archive.